at that duck. That duck's massive. Oh my God, look at the size of this horse. It's a duck-sized horse.
Hello and welcome to episode 53 of Duck-Sized Horses, the comedy podcast which aims to answer the would you rather questions we hope you've always wanted answered. I'm Nathan Herat.
And I'm Jack Clifford.
How are you, sir?
Very well, very well. I've shifted my weight back.
You've changed again.
To the other bum cheek this time.
He's changed position again for the third time.
Had a good mid recording break.
We did have a nice little break.
Little bit of Battenberg, little rose lemonade from our unofficial official sponsor.
Yeah, very
Fentimans.
nice. We learned some things.
We did.
We've
learned a lot.
We have. Shall I quickly summarise what we've learned?
We're different men now.
Yeah. So in the last episode, where we were talking about fighting clowns, I mentioned to you that there was a WWF/WWE wrestler that was a clown. And I thought their name was Evil something, and it turned out that they are Doink the Clown.
Doink the Clown.
But Doink the Clown
I do not remember Doink the Clown at all.
No, I had a vague recollection of Doink the Clown. But yeah, so we learned that Doink the Clown is actually a thing, which was good. We also, the episode, was it? No, it was the same episode. We were talking about custard pies.
Yes.
And whether they were English or not. We discovered that they were actually brought to America by the English, didn't we?
There we go.
Which was fascinating. And then you enlightened us to the world of the Bavarian slice.
Yes.
Because I honestly didn't know what that was.
Imagine a custard slice with a layer of jam.
Yes, it looks beautiful. I may have to.
And some decorative guff on top.
Oh, you're selling it. Feathered icing, I think.
Feathered icing, there we go.
Decorative guff, that's what you want on a cake.
But you know, like a custard slice has got like just one monotone layer of icing.
Yeah.
As Nathan said, this has got a bit more of a sort of a feathered pattern to it.
Pattern, yeah.
Like with a bit of chocolate icing.
It looked like chocolate, yeah.
Or
some kind of brown stuff.
Very, very lovely.
It did look nice. It did look nice.
I do have, I forgot to mention this off air. But some grievances with the custard slice.
Okay, go on. Get your grievances out the way.
And, and a Bavarian slice.
Okay.
From Greg's.
Yeah. Other bakeries are available.
They are. They should be after this.
Oh dear.
Bombshell. They were bigger custard slices in Greg's. I can vividly remember.
Yeah.
Having a custard slice when I was like a teenager.
Yeah.
We used to work in a milkshake shop, which was like two doors down from a Greg's.
Yes.
So used to pop in there for lunch. And I'm pretty sure that the custard slices in Greg's always used to be like the size of house bricks.
Is it possible though, Jack, that you were smaller at the time?
Possibly. But now you comfortably hold one in the palm of your hand.
Oh wow, okay.
They're a good sensible portion.
I should
say that they're a sensible portion.
Yeah.
They used to be not very sensible at all.
Yeah.
And that was part of the joy in having it.
That was the enjoyment.
Because they make an unholy mess when you're biting into them anyway.
Yeah.
As we were discussing off air, the correct way to eat a custard slice.
Yes. That's because Google suggested, when we Googled what a Bavarian slice was, it actually told you like step by step how you should eat it. And no disrespect, mate, but you're way off with the way you've been eating them. Like,
I've been
not even close.
eating them front on, ice inside up, and all the custard just launches itself
like a maniac.
Yeah, out of the sides. But yeah, with a comically large custard slice.
yeah.
It's again, it's tricky, it's messy, but it's all part of the joy.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. Well, that's the intro, Dan. If you were hoping for more talk about cake, you've come to the wrong place, I'm afraid. But right, before we crack on with the question, we need to get the scores, which means handing over to the horse.
It's a point apiece. That means it's 1-1, neck and neck, tied, all to play for, anyone's game, level pegging and so forth. Welcome to this National League level rainy Tuesday night debate between two juggernauts.
thank you to the human overhaul robotic scoring engine, the horse.
Well remembered again, mate.
Keeping track.
Well remembered.
There are now 3 points in it. We had a little switcheroo.
We did.
Nathan, you won the last season.
I did.
On goal difference.
I did.
And now we're back.
We're back.
There's no points being deducted for financial misdemeanors.
No, going off topic.
Or red cards or anything like that.
No.
So
financial fair play. None of that.
No, we are back on the level, and we are playing for point number 3.
We are playing for point number 3.
So this is episode 53.
It is.
We have a question ready. That's a never corker.
It is.
Nathan, would you rather live in a submarine or a hot air balloon?
It's a great question, mate. Thank you to the spreadsheet of wonder for spitting it out. It's a very, very good question. Now, I've gone for submarine, mainly because I don't like heights.
Uh-huh.
That is pretty much the sort of anchor, if you will, of my argument, is I don't like heights. So, air balloon's out, really.
It's gone.
Gone. Not a chance. And also, and it's a very short argument from me in episode 53. I could still commute to work in a submarine.
Could you?
Well, I could get nearer to work. Easier than
work in a school. Does the school have the sea?
No,
next
but
to it, or
no.
a big
They've got
side entrance to a dock.
There's a river of some size.
Okay.
That I think I could moor up. Is that the right phrase? Like,
yeah.
do you park a submarine? I don't know. Anchor it. Like, I could, store it.
Yeah. Okay.
I could store it in the river not far from school and still walk. Whereas I think, although yes, okay, I could literally land in my school for work that I work in. There's so many other factors that would come into play, like wind speed, weather, etc., etc. Whereas I don't think weather impacts a submarine, does it?
Oh, if the sea is quite
Other than
choppy,
the sea, yeah. This is true.
But I suppose it all depends on how big your submarine is. If it's like a big, I'm going to make up words now and make it sound like like a Titan class submarine. Is that
I mean, we can certainly find out later.
I think I have to just say nautical words. A Neptune class submarine.
Okay. So if it's like a big scale submarine,
a big one. Yeah.
That was a kind of counterpoint that I've got down here. Would it be a one-man submarine, or would it be one that would require a crew?
See,
I don't know how I would.
Yeah, if you might not get to pick your housemates.
Yeah,
that's what
exactly.
I was thinking.
Yeah,
if you had a big sub.
Yeah, but if it was a one-man sub, like they have on like Blue Planet and the David Attenborough stuff,
like a little
tiny
mini
one.
submersible.
Yeah, I reckon I could cope with that.
Now, you say your main reason for picking a submarine is because you're not too good with heights.
Yeah, I'm not great with heights.
Here's my counter argument.
Oh dear.
The deepest point.
Yeah.
Of the sea, the bottom of the Marinara Trench.
Yeah.
Is deeper than the top of Everest.
Yeah, true.
So there's a lot further to go down. So I would argue that you're height-wise,
I'm still in trouble, aren't I?
You're still very much in trouble because it just keeps going down and down and down and down.
But that's a very valid point. But I don't necessarily have to go to that depth all the time.
No. So
I could avoid that.
How deep would you go in your sub?
Oh wow, meters.
Meters. Bottom of a swimming pool kind of depth.
Yeah, not too deep. But yeah, obviously you want to go a certain depth because otherwise it's pointless, isn't it? Essentially, you've got a boat if you're not going below.
Yeah.
I mean, is a submarine a boat or is it
a submarine is a boat.
That's what I was wondering if.
I think that's the actual definition of a boat. I think like a ship with sails is a ship.
Yeah.
A submarine is a boat.
Okay.
If we're going to get all...
We are going to get all nautical and technical.
Dictionary corner about it.
Yeah. Is that because a boat is below water, is it? And a ship's above? Or
I have no idea. That's the extent of my knowledge. So let's say you live on there with a crew.
Yes.
Now you've said you're still there.
I'm still there.
Going to work.
Yeah.
Going about your daily life. You just live on a submarine.
Yeah.
the other crew are there. They're living there because it's part of their occupation. It's part of their job. They need to
they need to sort of man the
sub. They need to keep it going.
Yeah.
Are they not going to get a bit like, I got to take this guy to work again now?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's a good unless
he could have a hot air balloon.
Yeah, unless I had 2 subs, like the main living sub and then the mini sub to go.
How would you get between the two?
With great difficulty, I would imagine. Maybe they'll be like, in the space station. Not that I've been, but like, how they have like a docking bit when people arrive. Maybe I'd have like a docking bit where the mini sub was, and I could go into the mini sub and then off to work in that, park in the lake, get out, go to work.
There's a good game called Subnautica where you've got like...
Yes, I've seen that.
You can have like a little underground base.
Yeah, that is kind of what I was thinking actually as I was coming up with my answer.
So I think that would, and I'm going to get pedantic on you now.
Oh no,
that would become more of like a fixed structure and wouldn't be a submarine as such.
Well, it could move, I suppose, couldn't it? Like,
yeah. Okay. So you would have sort of like almost like a semi-permanent underwater base.
Yeah.
And a commuting sub.
Yeah, and you could kind of like tow it to different locations and then, sort of book out the rooms, almost like a B&B type thing.
Yeah.
There is, in fact, the reason I suggested that is because there is a B&B that is a submarine.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, it's a yellow submarine in Liverpool, I think.
Oh.
And but it's permanently moored to the harbour. So it does. I don't think it can go underwater.
Oh.
But
that seems a bit of a swizz, doesn't it?
Well,
come stay in that submarine, but you can't go underwater in it.
But that's kind of where I got the idea of turning it into a B&B.
That's like me hiring out a hot air balloon, but just having people sit in a picnic basket.
Yeah, while you just blow on them. Is that a little clue into the direction you've gone? Because I think my argument may have run its course, so to speak.
Maybe. Yeah, I think I would like a hot air balloon.
Would you? Okay.
Because I could float about a little bit more easy. Now
more easy
than
you do already.
I could visit more places.
Nice, that's true. That's very true.
Than if I was stuck in a submarine.
That's true.
I think if you're in a sub, you can only really go where the water is.
That's very true.
Whereas if I was in a hot air balloon, I could at least float above the water. Like, you're absolutely screwed if you want to go to Coventry.
True, yeah, true.
Me on the other hand,
absolutely, you can literally land in Coventry if you wanted to.
Yeah, absolutely. I could experience Cov for all of the wonders that it's known for, such as things.
Frank Lampard.
Frank Lampard. See, if I wanted to drop in and see Frank, he'd be like, "Nice hot air balloon, Jack."
Am I really though? Like, sorry to jump in, but am I really to believe that you've picked the hot air balloon because you want to go to Coventry? Because it is possible to go without a hot air balloon. People have been doing it for years.
But it's not possible in a submarine.
True, but again,
it's where, so I'm told, they trial a lot of like menu items for like fast food places.
Yeah, Coventry,
because it's like
a taste
centrally kind of like placed enough in the UK that it's roughly the same distance to every kind of like major city.
Okay. Yeah.
It's probably not if you look at it, but it's like the transport links there are good enough. So they trial stuff out in Coventry, and then if it works there, they'll pop it on a lorry and they'll pop it to.
Yeah.
They'll pop a Bavarian slice.
I was just about to say, does that mean the Bavarian slice was trialled in Coventry before?
Quite possibly.
Before it arrived in your Greggs?
And then, they could pop it on a lorry, bring it down.
Well, there you go.
And there I am, spilling it all out the sides, eating it incorrectly.
Yeah.
Because the good people of Coventry have put in the legwork to assess how to eat it beforehand. So, I could be part of the supply chain logistics for bringing these new menu items to the rest of the UK.
Yeah, but who wants a Bavarian slice delivered by balloon? I don't feel like that's a practical...
Who wouldn't?
I don't feel that's a practical, like, delivery system. If you're like, I'll order a cake and I want it potentially within 2 to 3 days if the wind is in the right direction.
But again, if it was down to bringing it on a submarine,
This is true, yeah.
it'd be awkward. But you would have a much more superior deployment method because
Yeah.
you could pop it in a torpedo.
And just fire it out.
I would like a custard slice, Bavarian slice delivered by torpedo. Any opportunity possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could go to lots of places.
Yeah.
You could you could try to circumnavigate the globe.
Yeah.
In a hot air balloon. I think it might be maybe slightly easier in a submarine.
Yeah, I think it probably would.
Less traffic in the way.
Yeah, that's very true.
You'd have to pick like a good point to sort of like go around the globe in like a short point, maybe at like the poles.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the trick. Actually, you just go to the pole and just turn around quickly, and you navigate.
Just do a loop.
Yeah.
And then, can you man a hot air balloon by yourself, or do you need a crew? Obviously, like we said with the submarine, like,
I think
would you need a crew, or
I think you could probably do it on your own.
okay?
No, it'd be a bit exposed, a bit open to the elements.
Yeah.
So there is the downside there. I think comfort level is probably a lot lower than a submarine.
That's true. Yeah.
But convenience, I think, is winning over comfort.
Right. Okay.
So you could get to a lot more places. I feel if you were lower down enough in the basket, you'd be out of the elements a good bit.
Yeah.
The fire looks cool when you pull down.
That's
the thing.
true. You can make some nice toast, I suppose.
Yeah. And you wouldn't have to sort of live in fear of it, like an enemy sub was coming.
No,
you
true.
You get enemy subs, right? If you
do get enemy subs.
you don't get enemy hot air balloons.
You don't, no. But then you get fighter jets, I suppose, that could
Very true.
shoot you down.
But are they gonna waste their time on a hot air balloon?
Probably not. Yeah, that's a good point.
But if a submarine sees another submarine,
It's like all out warfare, isn't it?
yeah.
I don't want to lower the tone, but I'm about to. What are you, in terms of like toileting, submarine is pretty much as you would find in a house in terms of the toilet. How are you approaching that in a hot air balloon?
Hang my bum over a side.
There it is.
And the same way the custard slice, the custard exits. The same speed and velocity, really.
The same chaos as well. That's a lovely image, that, mate.
There we go.
Like, hang on, that looks like Jack. Just floating past. Bum out.
So yeah,
Okay.
I think hot air balloon would be better.
Yeah.
Because again, you could visit more places, and you could float above the sea.
Yeah, that's true.
I think the one of the other little benefits as well is I think you'd be a lot more peaceful.
That's
in a
true,
balloon.
yeah.
Because I can imagine if you've got a submarine and you've got a whole crew doing it.
Yeah.
Although you're under the water and you're away from the chaos and the hubbub of a hustling, bustling city like Coventry.
Yeah.
You are you're in a box with
Yeah.
lots of machinery and it's going to be
true.
making lots of noise and all those sort of like pings all the time and it's going to be a very loud place, I think. But if you were in a hot air balloon, you could float above all of that and it could be kind of
So
quiet.
I think you'll see more different things, won't you, from a hot air balloon, I suppose? Because I feel like in a submarine, once you've seen a part of the sea,
I don't think you see a lot of the sea.
that's what I was thinking. Yeah, you're
unless
not
it's
gonna
one of
see-
those little ones like you said.
Yeah, I might see a little bit when I'm bombing along in my one-man one, but in general, you just not see a lot.
Would you go exploring in a submarine?
Yes, but at a safe depth.
Would you go looking for like shipwrecks, or would you go looking?
Oh, yeah, that would be cool.
For fish, or
I'd go-
or would you mix it up?
Yeah, maybe I go for a little bit of both. And sometimes fish are at shipwrecks, aren't they? So you can kind of combine the two.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think if you had your own, certainly if I've got a one-man sub, it would be wrong not to do a bit of exploration. But
Would you? So you'd want like a sub with like some portholes and a window and stuff to see out of.
just to see things.
Would you go looking for like sunken treasure? Would you become sort of like almost like a scrap metal dealer?
Like an underwater scrap metal dealer? Yeah, potentially. I don't know that. I feel like that's probably going to be at a depth that is well below where I would be comfortable to go. So I probably would stay away from looking for sunken treasure. We could have a race around the globe. If you're circumnavigating it in the air, I could try and do it in the sea, and we could see who gets there first or back first.
Very true. I'd pick somewhere landlocked to win.
Coventry.
Fly across the middle of and purely just in the middle of the Sahara, as far as away from water as possible. Did you know there are more hot air balloons in the ocean?
Hey?
Than there are submarines in the sky.
I didn't know. I've absolutely fell for that. As you were saying it, I was like, what? Why are they down there? Poor navigation. Oh dear.
There we go.
That's it. I think that's a good place to end, really.
I think so. So
where does the point go?
I feel like you had a convincing argument.
Yeah.
But I want to do right by the people of Coventry.
Yeah, I think
I want to bring the hot air balloon rich world to their city, and I want to be rewarded with Bavarian slices
on your arrival. That's how you expect to be greeted by the people of Coventry.
Yes,
just a sea of Bavarian slices.
And I'll say, here comes Jack, who's currently 2 points ahead to 1.
Yeah.
That's what I would like, but
flying with his bum out.
I'm happy to be argued away from the point.
No, I think I quite like the picture that paints of you arriving in Coventry to a sea of Bavarian slices.
Bum out.
Yeah, bum out. Having a poo over the side.
Bavarian slice in one hand. Oh dear.
That's a lovely way to finish, I think, mate. So you get the point.
Wonderful.
I will write that on, and whilst I do that, we'll hand over to the horse to update us on the scores.
It's 2-1, which in old money means that Nathan is still technically winning. Who will be crowned champion at the next event? No one. That's who. That's not how this works. There are no winners.
Thank you very much for
Excellent.
horse.
Thank you.
If you would like to send us some questions, if you'd like to send us a box of Bavarian slices.
Yeah. If you live in Coventry.
If you live in Coventry, then you can get in touch with us in all of the social places. And here's our man Sim with how to do that.
Hello, my name's Sim Courtie, and I've known these guys since they were just 2 buffoons talking nonsense to each other in a darkened room. And now look at them. You can contact the podcast on Twitter at DSH Podcast. On Facebook, search Duck-Sized Horses, or email them ducksizedhorsespodcast@gmail.com.
Thank you, Sim. Perfect.
Right, well, custard slicing and
And the people of Coventry.
Coventry is that's where we're going. Well, thanks for listening. We've done these 3 episodes back to back. We'll have a new one ready for you in 2030. Yeah. And if there are any cake advancements in that time,
Absolutely.
Again,
we'll keep you posted.
Keep us up to date. Send us all of the details, and we'll be back soon. But thank you very much.
Take care.
This podcast is part of Britpod Scene, an independent network of uniquely British podcasts that's always growing. Check out BritpodScene.com or Britpod Scene on Twitter to find out more.